Y'all see it, right? Can y'all see it? Can you see me? I know I hate that it reads backwards, but yeah, it's like that. Happy purge, everybody. Hoping everybody's enjoying their special time off. We are doing Ask a Stripper, the mobile edition. I am in the back of the van, so we had to make sure the show goes on. I appreciate y'all for logging on. Please make sure. I am in surround sound like a motherfucker. I forgot that happens. Oh boy, this is gonna be loud. Maybe I better set my shit on vibrate. It's gonna be loud than a motherfucker. Hold on just 1 second. Okay. Every time that happens, it's gonna be loud as shit. Anyway, from the back of the van, Ask a Stripper must go on. Unfortunately, the radio show, especially because I'm the last show of the night, goes past midnight. And with us being in this quarantine, I can't leave the radio station and still be able to do the show. So, I still wanted to stay functional for y'all. So, what's happening, everybody? Happy motherfucking Thursday. Gonna be Friday real soon. You said new office. Yeah, well, it's something like that. Hope everybody's doing all right, enjoying their vacation time. Hey, Charm. Now, Charm, we are supposed to be down in Lansing. The original date was the 11th, but with the purge going on, looks like we might have to push that date back. I've been talking to the club, so we are still coming down there. I just don't have an exact date yet. So a few of the original dates that we were putting on all got pushed back. My son's birthday party that was April 3rd is now, we're aiming at April 16th. As long as everything is done by then, we're still going to be putting the show on. It's just going to be a postponed show. So for everybody who had already got tickets, your tickets are still good. Just instead of the 3rd, we're looking at the 16th. For the Lansing show that was on the 11th, it's still going to happen. It's just going to be at a later date. So it's unfortunate some of these things are going on, but we still gonna put on quality shows for you. If you did have a ticket, or if it was your birthday and you were looking at coming out, still get with me. Make sure you hit me on the inbox. We'll honor all birthdays that were coming to the original show and look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, for all the birthday girls getting free. What's happening? Just let me know exactly when your birthday is, and like I said, you get in free. Well, you said the van is for everything. Everything. I do this. The van is good for hauling my kids, and you know, when you got kids come with kids. When I go shopping, hauling, or whatever, even for my dancers, I ain't got to worry about none of my dancers being late because, well, motherfuckers know y'all gonna ride with me. What's up, Casey? How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all being in the building. Thanks again for everybody who came out to my birthday show. I don't know if everybody had a chance to accept my appreciation, but I'm definitely going to send it out to you. My birthday show is still being a topic of conversation, so I definitely appreciate everybody who had a chance to come out. Thank y'all very much. We had a damn good time, and we're going to have some more. Yes, all the bars, clubs closed. Our cannabis festival canceled too for April. Wow, you know that's big. They cut the weed off. I mean, I don't smoke, but I know a lot of y'all do. So heavens to Betsy. So anyway, strippergrams now are up close and personal. If you want dick on delivery, it's gonna have to be before midnight. Niggas turn into pumpkins. It was live. Oh, you're talking about my birthday show? Thank you very much. And again, thank y'all to everybody who came out. We definitely had a good time. So now we're aiming at April 16th. Like I said, as all of this hash bash was postponed, everything is getting fucked up because of the purge. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to be taken lightly. There's this apocalypse and chill. It has got everybody on postpone. So it's like the shows will happen. I was just glad I was able to get my birthday out the way before this bullshit, occurred. So we're going to definitely keep shows going on for y'all. If you are celebrating something special, April 16th is what we're aiming at. Like I said, as long as all of this chaos is done, that's what's One post said, yeah. No, we're aiming at April 16th as far as, I'll double check that just to make sure. But happy birthday everybody who's celebrating a birthday and you locked down in the crib. I know you can't do the things that you want to do. You said yes we did. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's one of my winners for the banana eating contest. I want to say how proud of your particular talents I am. You know, you went out there and took it deep for the team. I mean, when you said it's going down, you really did. And you know, I was very impressed by the way you didn't bite the bullet. You know, you went in there and you just went for it. You know, and whew, you really moved the crowd.
Messages, so, new message.
I thought I muted that shit. Oh, I forgot it's through the Bluetooth of my van. Oh well, at least I made that. Thank you very much, and it's about damn time. So anyway, some of the other stuff that's going on. Like I said, the 16th is May. Okay, my bad. May 16th. I be having so many dates in my head, I get confused. So matter of fact, I need to check with DJ and make sure that that's cool with him too. Listen, I'm good with other things. Numbers ain't one of them, but we cool. Anyway, I'm gonna start off where we left off last week, and where we left off was talking about whole moments. Now, before I go into any of the specific details of the stories, happy belated birthday. Oh yeah, she was there. Okay. Anyway, we were talking about whole moments. So I'm going to explain to you what a whole moment is, and then we're going to go into some very specific stories, okay? A whole moment is something that everybody has. A whole moment, usually there are two of them in your life. And a whole moment is when you do something, and as soon as you get done with it, you be like, what the fuck? I can't tell nobody about this shit. I can't believe, I think I'm a hoe. So, now, the difference between the regular whole moments and the super whole moments, a regular whole moment is one that you're going to tell your best friend about. Like, whoever it is that you talk to, that's your number one, your BFF, your ride or die, you're going to tell your best friend about your whole moment. One of them. And usually you'll start off like, bitch, you ain't going to believe this shit. Or, motherfucker, here's the thing. Because that's how all crazy stories start off, with whole moments. You ain't going to believe this shit. So, now, with that, the other whole moment is one when you ain't telling nobody about that shit. Only motherfuckers that know about this whole moment is you and the motherfucker that participated. Or motherfuckers, if it was plural. Whole moments. Exactly. Here we go with these our confessions. Oh, I told you we was going to talk about it last week because I invited people to let me know on my inbox some of your whole moments. Okay? And I got a couple stories, and I was waiting to tell y'all. So again, let me tell y'all the whole moments. You got one that you're going to tell your best friend about. You and your best friend going to talk about this whole moment. You go tell them yours, and they going to tell you theirs, and you going to look at them like, bitch, that shit's crazy. Oh my God, I can't believe you. You such a hoe. And y'all going to laugh about it. But then you got the other whole moment that when this other whole moment happens, can't nobody know about this shit. This is some whole level shit that can't nobody know about. Because if anybody know about this shit, you going to feel so disappointed in your motherfucking self. So, I'm going to tell y'all, okay, now before we go into the details, I got to ask y'all this. Because we asked last week and a few people was brave enough to actually admit to it. I want everybody who's had a whole moment. Don't tell me about it right now, because I already had some people tell me about theirs. But if you done had your whole moment, give me that little wave emoji. Wave your hand at me one time. Put your hands in the air if you done had a whole moment or two. Now, I know the truth. If you've lived an adult life and had a sexual career, you've had at least two of these whole moments. I know it's the truth. I've had a few of them. I have one that I tell on a regular basis. Like when people say, like, what's the craziest thing that ever happened to you? I got my one top whole moment that I talk about. Hey, handsome. Hello. And then I got a couple other whole moments that we ain't really gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? So if you done had, or is that you raising your hand, Rika, saying, yeah, I done had one of them, them whole moments. Okay, everybody done had them. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like I said, I don't judge. Matter of fact, I'll start off telling y'all the story that I told y'all last week for everybody who is new and hasn't watched it before, because I don't want y'all thinking that I'm above telling myself or talking about something that I'm gonna ask y'all to talk about. My biggest whole moment, my most popular whole moment. I was, and some of y'all heard this last week, but I'm going to tell it again for everybody who's just watching. And if you're just watching, please make sure you share the video. Okay, I see you, Angel. All right, Chelsea, Queenie. All right, low-key, I need one right about now. Everybody on the purge do. Anyway, I'll tell y'all about my most popular one. And if you've heard it before, just bear with me. I was doing a birthday show for my girlfriend's sister. I haven't been piped down in so long. You po thing. That story is hilarious. I was cracking up last week. So here we go. The girl that I was kicking it with, it was her sister's birthday. So she asked me to, provide some entertainment for her sister's birthday. They were going to get some girls together, and they were just going to have a girls' night out, and they wanted some entertainment. Of course, that's something I do. I got you. Don't even worry about it, right? So what we did, I hired one other dancer, guy from Detroit named Sex Appeal. Hire Sex Appeal because Sex Appeal, he's one of them no holds barred type of dancers. When he goes in there, he's gonna get naked. Somebody gonna give him a wet face, and it's gonna go down like that because Sex Appeal is that kind of nigga. He don't give a fuck. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? So I took him because I knew he would be, the extra for my entertainment. So I'm gonna provide you with the entertainment, and then if it was anything that was extra needed, my man got it. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. That's how all bullshit start off, right? When I do shows, whoever throws the show gets a private dance from me. Just as a point of appreciation. You made sure I could get some money, so I'm going to give you a show. Hey, sexy. So what I'm going to do is dance for the person who provided the money. And then, as an extra bonus, whoever's celebrating something special, like if it's your birthday or you the bachelorette, you get a dance on me. Because it's your special day. You deserve some special attention, right? So, here's how this goes down. It's my girlfriend's sister's birthday. So, I know I'm supposed to do a birthday dance for the birthday girl, but this is my girl's sister. So I said, hey, why don't both of y'all come? I give both of y'all a dance because you got me the show. It's your birthday. I'm going to dance for both of y'all together. Now, in my mind, I'm doing this because, hey, I don't want to do nothing in front of her sister that I wouldn't do in front of my girl, so bring you along so it ain't no you worrying about what's happening. So I'm giving them both a dance, and it's kind of playful, it's kind of lighthearted, you know what I'm saying? I'm being more of the silly than the seductive me, because again, this is my girl's sister. But I got this one particular move I do. I'm gonna have fun with them, right? I put my feet in between both of their legs while they sitting side by side on the couch. So with my feet in between their legs, I can stand up and make sure that the whole hookup is like right in front of their face, right? So I'm dancing, I grab the top of their heads, I start moving them back and forth like they trading places, taking turns with it, right? My girl gets turned on and says, oh, fuck it. Reaches in, pulls me out of my G-string, and goes to work on it. So now I'm like this. I'm keeping my balance, but I'm looking now, and then her sister's like, so I'm thinking she getting disgusted, and she getting ready to turn it off, like, I don't want to be a part of this. Y'all go ahead, do y'all thing, and walk out. But it was not that happened. Her sister was like, bitch, it's my birthday. Took it out of her mouth, put it in hers. Whoa, oh, okay. Now we got sibling rivalry going on between the two of them. And back and forth, and they're really having this debate orally about who's the best. And I'm just sitting there, it's like I'm no longer even present in this orchestra of blowing that's going on, and I'm enjoying the moment immensely. So immensely that I'm holding on to whatever's around me while my body's, doing the twist and whatnot. And they are really just focused on what they're doing. So much that they didn't hear the door behind me open up. When the door behind me opened up, I heard it, but I couldn't really turn in the swiftness that I needed to. So in the process of going to turn around, a face comes around my hip and looks right at him like, you nasty bitches, I knew y'all was in here sucking dick. And my girlfriend goes, mama, get out of here. I go, oh, is this true? It's true. It's damn true. So she goes, mama, get out of here. She was like, y'all bitches don't know what y'all doing. Move. She pushed the sister out the way, got in between her and my girl, and said, here, give me that. And grabbed the side of my hips and started doing this. And I'm, and then, you know, I'm thinking, they forgot you was attached to the dick. And I'm fine with that. You know, go ahead, get in the zone, enjoy yourself. And then so while the mama got my hips and she's going like this here, both of them sitting on the sideline. And the mama, she gets so in tune with what she doing. She reaches up like this here. She what's on your other hand? Oh, I did that today. Anyway, let me finish telling the story. So the mama reaches up in between both of my legs, grabs me by the back of the ass, and goes, and the pressure started rising. I could feel my eyes turning white, and next thing you know, hi blue, get bloom, 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 and the mama just goes, that's how y'all bitches do that shit. And got up and walked the fuck out. So y'all just gonna let your mama come in here and just show both of y'all up. Mama was serious. When I told you mama put that work in, mama had a bionic jaw. I think mama was like double jointed in the throat. And she took the whole load, which was probably kind of immense because it had been a minute. But mama just the whole thing and walked the fuck out. And left them two sitting there. And the one was like, bitch, it's my birthday. I ain't even get to... And I'm like, motherfucker, I love this family. So then, you a hoe. I wasn't the hoe that day. I was the victim of the hoes. And they was like Santa hoes. Ho, ho, ho. I was the victim there. You hear me calling you big head? I'm sorry, I was in the zone right then. I was telling the story. Are you still dating the lady? No, I haven't dated her in a long time. That was some years ago. But now, here's the thing about me and her dating. All of them lived in the same house. Now, previous to that day, of course, I knew who everybody was. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Sis, all right, cool, do your thing. But after that day, it was like walking in the house wasn't the same. I would walk in the house and I'd be like, hey, Mama, how you doing? Sister, all right. Hey. Whew. I mean, it wasn't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of in the zone every time I get around them. Just be like, so whose birthday's next? So that was one of like my biggest whole moments. And I'm telling you, everybody has these whole moments. Not necessarily like that. So I told y'all again about another lady who you should have dated the mama. The mama was about that life. Ain't no doubt about it. Mama showed both of them. I mean, I couldn't even look at the daughter the same no more. Because I'm like, listen, evolution, you got it from your mama, but your mama got it. Mama had one of them head like a Pez dispenser. She pop her head all the way back. You know, just pow. You know, I don't know. She was. Yeah. No, but so that happened. Now, what I asked was last week, if you had a whole moment, you could send it to my inbox, and I would talk about your whole moment on the air live the following week. This is the following week. So the first one that somebody sent me, and they sent it that night. They said, hey, this is my whole moment. And she was like, I don't know if it really counts as a whole moment. This is just something I like to do. I'm like, okay, well, what is it? She says when she masturbates, she masturbates with a vibrator, a dildo, and a butt plug all at the same time. I'm like, that's a lot going on. She says, and her thing is she's trying to concentrate and keep all of them going simultaneously at the same time. And I'm like, bitch, you multitasking like a motherfucker. She says, and this is how she likes to get down, and that's what makes her really come. She needs to have all three at the same time on a regular basis. So I'm like, have you ever had a double penetration where you had to do fucking from the bottom and the top at the same time? And she was like, no, because she don't know no dudes who would actually do it, being that close to each other. I'm like, oh, okay. But she saw it in a porn movie where a chick was getting DP'd. DP'd stands for double penetration. And, you got this going on at the same time. And I'm like, now, me and a couple of my boys, we done ran on the chick once or twice before. And now here's the thing. We ain't never DP'd a girl. And part of the reason, the DPG, that ain't the same thing. Part of the reason is, it's different like if one guy's getting head and another guy's fucking, I'm on my end, you on your end. We ain't got to interact. We just paying all the attention to her. You know what I'm saying? And then you trade places. Most you do is flip her around, and then now she getting fucked from the back, or she might be riding a dude, and you still getting some head. That's the way you do a normal, two guys on a girl thing. But see, when you start doing a DP, like they do in the porn movies, this is the part that I don't like. If the guy that's laying down on the bottom, the girl's riding him, and then you got to creep up behind her and penetrate her ass, but then now your balls is gonna be slapping his balls, or if you hit her too hard from the back, then she gonna scoot up and now you scrubbing dicks. I don't want to have that's too close for me, and I don't want to look down and look past her and then look into his eyes. I don't feel like that's comfortable for me. I don't want that to, that's too close in the proximity. Now it's different if we on polar ends, like he's back there and I'm up here. We doing a mush sandwich, you know what I'm saying? We compacting the bitch, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want, what? Okay, my ears can't hear this. You done watched Pornhub before. So just here, you know what I'm saying? I understood what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, for me, that's just not one of the kind of, threesomes, or not threesome activity that's too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not down with the ball slapping on the balls. And, I'm sorry. When you have a threesome where it's two guys and one girl, I'm on my end, you on your end, we both look at her. Nigga, don't you look at me, you look at her. Whatever you doing, I'm gonna look on my end and we can function. All that other shit, no, I'm not down for that. You might push that bitch too hard and then we end up scrubbing dicks and the party is over. It's no more sexual activity going on at all. There's threesome etiquette. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not one of them kind of guys who would say like, look, a threesome is a threesome. Now, if I want one from a girl with another girl and she's cool with it, we have this conversation beforehand to make sure she's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But now you can't be a hypocrite. If your girl give you a threesome with another girl and she's curious about a threesome with another guy, don't be a hypocrite. You gotta give her what she want, right? All right, I'm staying on my end. That nigga staying on his end, and we ain't interacting. Nigga, I give you a high five at the end across the bitch. High five. There you go. Good job. It's better with two girls and one guy. You know what? I'm going to agree with that. Because then I can be the center of attention. I can't be the center of attention when it's, me and another guy. She's always going to be the center of attention. But yeah, damn, I hit my hand too hard. That shit hurt. I just did a tattoo on my hand today. See that? Yeah, I was so bored being cooped up in the house that I pulled my tattoo equipment back out. And I got the heart in the palm of my hands. See? Well, I did that before, but it wore off because when you get tattoos on your hands, when you wash your hands, they wear off. And Lord knows everybody washing their hands real heavy right now. Anyway, that's the sidebar. No eye contact. Nuh-uh, don't look in my eyes, nigga. Look at her. You know what I'm saying? But then, if, like I said, when you making a bitch sandwich and she in the meat in the middle, you know, we compacting, you know what I'm saying? And then next thing I know, this nigga working, I'm working, and we working, and then the nigga look up in my eyes. Oh, shit, nigga, it's over. No, I don't want to look into your eyes in the throes of passion. No, that cannot happen. Everything, nope, it's not going to work no more. It's not going to work no more. I'm sorry, that would just be the end of it. So, anyway, I was saying that to talk about home moments. So when the young lady told me that she does it with toys, she has like a butt plug in, and she like to use a dildo, like jacking herself off with it. At the same time, she hitting herself with a bullet, like a vibrator. At the same time, I'm like, that's a lot going on. The only thing you missing is something in your mouth. And she's like, I don't know if I can handle that. I couldn't concentrate. If it was a real dick, I'd bite it off. Conversation's over. You won. You ain't talking about biting no dick around me, and that's just gonna be okay. No, conversation's over. You won. Nope. So it's actually very amusing hearing that from a guy's point of view. Now, some guys are not comfortable with threesomes involving another guy at all, because they don't want the guy to be in the other room while they naked. You know what I'm saying? Reminds me of a whole nother story. But I'm gonna tell you that in a second. It's like, I'm a stripper, so I'm not insecure like that. You know what I'm saying? Me being a male dancer, and I've seen other guys just in the dressing room, it's like, I don't pay attention to that. I'm focused on doing what I'm doing. I ain't worried about what you doing. You know what I'm saying? So if like chick's giving me head and then you get behind her and you start doing whatever the fuck you doing, I ain't worried about what's going on back there as long as she focused up here. And I'm good with that. This is pure comedy. Hey, I'm telling the truth. You know, I don't give a fuck what y'all doing back there. I'm focused on up here. As long as you got this going on good, hey nigga, handle your business. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing really, you know, too much. Yeah. But, you know, then the other thing is, you know, I can't be focused on what I'm doing up here, and then I look across the bitch. You know, I cross the room, I look across the bitch, and he up here like looking at me. I'm like, no, nigga, what the fuck you looking at? No, focus on that. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking in your eyes right now. Most will be like, okay, let's turn this bitch around. You like that, don't you? And then, you know, we you know, switch or something like that, but we ain't finna be up here and, you know, no. And another thing, I see this in porn movies sometimes. You know, like a chick, she'll be sucking one guy off, and then she do this here. She be doing that, or she do this here, and it's like, oh, hold on, bitch. No, see, that's where you done fucked up. I don't want to be, you ain't finna be pressing mushrooms together. That we don't do that. That is not proper threesome etiquette. No, you take your time, either give that nigga all his attention or give me mine, but we are not finna do that. What? This just reminded me of that one old late night TV show that was, what was it? Sex with Who. I know, what's that lady name? Oh, man. It was a sex doctor. Oh, man, I can't remember it. Anyway. But shit like that's real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not finna, you know, nigga, I'm gonna get mine. You gonna get yours. Okay, you work that out, but I got this up here. So, you know, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, me and some of my dudes, we done did what we did before, as far as like, you know, it'd be a bitch in the middle. But the bitch is always in the middle. It's never both of us at the top or both of us at the bottom. You got your area, I got mine, and then we just, and I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you got two girls, I could be the middle of attention. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me sit here in the middle, sit back, relax, and enjoy my turn. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fine with that. But you don't want, you know, and then see with girls, if they're into girls, you know what I'm saying, y'all can do different kind of stuff. And that's fine. Y'all can take turns on one, but, you know, it don't go good the other way around. You know what I'm saying? And so for girls, it's just like a different stigmata with it. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not down with that at all. You know, that's why it's better with two girls. Dr. Ruth, thank you. That's who I was thinking of. It wasn't Talking Sex with Sue. It was Dr. Ruth. And she's old. She was old when I was little. And I think she's still alive old. And I wonder how this old lady, she must have been a hoe when she was young. But she talk everything about sex. And she was a little old Hungarian lady. So when you're grabbing the balls, you got to make sure you cup both of the balls with your fingers. And I'm like, this little old lady talking about balls. I don't know if I like it. I think I might, but I'm not sure. She's like, when you give it the blowjob, you have to cup the balls. Make sure you cut them real strong. And then when you cup the balls, you juggle. And it's like, I don't know if she was talking about juggling or she just had the Michael J thing. It was something like that. You are speaking facts, but your storytelling is entertaining. I'm here for it. I'm just telling the truth. But I remember Dr. Ruth, and she would always talk about you holding the balls. And why she had a thing about holding balls as an old lady. Maybe she didn't. She had a ball fetish. That's what it was. And I don't know. Do ladies like balls like that? Because I know some women, they don't like touching the balls at all. I had one girlfriend. She would just completely avoid the ball area like it was like a pothole. She would just do everything else, but when it come to them balls, she detour all the way around the balls. Then I done had a couple people who were, ball handlers. Now everybody ain't a ball handler. You know what I'm saying? Some people just get the balls just because the motherfuckers happen to be there. You know what? This shit is moving around. Let me hold it to the side. Or let me just grab them motherfuckers so they stop hitting me in the chin. And y'all don't want to look like y'all got bruises and shit. So you hold them motherfuckers because you keep getting knocked on the door. So I don't know what the fuck it is. But I wonder, like, ladies, do y'all really enjoy balls or I figured let me ask y'all a question. Y'all always ask me questions. Ladies, when it comes to the balls, how do y'all feel about the balls? You know what I'm saying? You made me spit my wine out. You shouldn't spit anything out. You should swallow it all. I'm just saying. I love the balls. Okay. She was gumming the hell out of guys. Probably, yeah. You get the butters and then blah, 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 blah. I don't know what the hell. Most men do like the two women. That's very rare that a female like it with two mean men. I know you got an iPhone. No, I knew some women who really liked it. And I knew some who are just curious about it but didn't have the courage to actually go through it. And I think that's natural to be curious about something, but you don't want that to be a whole moment. Probably already had a whole moment. Spitters or quitters. Message. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Some women have curiosities. That's a word. Curiosities about doing certain things, but don't have the courage to actually do it. They might actually be wanting to actually have more than one guy, but when it comes to actually doing it with more than one guy, they either don't want to add another notch, to their belt, or they're like, look, that's going to add a body on my body count. I ain't trying to get down like that. I love the balls too. I like shaved balls. Okay. Now, here's the thing with guys and shaving balls. You have to have some real strong patience, when it comes to shaving balls, because it ain't like shaving the rest of things, you know what I'm saying? You can shave like, your pubic mound area and get that motherfucker baby smooth, but if you're trying to, that ain't my alarm. If you are trying to shave balls, you got to be careful. It's better to just nair the balls. If you got some kind of nair or something where you do all that, because manscaping when it comes to balls is a very articulate thing, because whether it's a wrinkle or a roll or fold or some shit like that, you fuck around and get nicked, and that'll fuck up your whole sex play for a month, because now, for one, you gotta heal, and then if a bitch try to go down on your dick and then she see a scab, she like, oh no, what the fuck is that shit? They be like, no, I was shaving. She like, nah, bitch, you got the Rona. No, Rona ain't got nothing to do with your dick. You got the Rona. And my Corona, I be trying to tell them, no, bitch, it's okay. Just go ahead. Just kiss it, make it better. You can't be shaving balls and then you get a nick and then you trying to explain shit and they don't want to hear that. It's just like, no, this nigga, he had a scab on his dick. I know he either had the Rona or he had the Usher, and I ain't fucking with him. Like, bitch, I was shaving for you, motherfucker. You should need to give it a kiss and make it better. That's what the fuck you need to do. Yeah, I will shave my man's balls for him because I don't like hair nowhere. I respect that. But ball care is a very intricate thing. And sometimes women don't understand ball care is challenging. Now, see, for women, y'all got an aisle in the grocery store, in the regular store, in the CVS, the Walmart. Damn near any store, women got aisles. Love this guy. I'm just telling the truth. Women got aisles for pussy care. Y'all got sprays, talcs, powders, pats, stick 'em ups, whatever the fuck. You got plug-ins. You got all types of shit for your pussy. Yeah, pussy plug-ins. The kind just like you plug it into a wall, plug it in. Glade should come out with his own pussy spray. Glade. I'm sorry. Glade pussy spray. You know, it's like a glade of grass. It's just great. Anyway, so, you know, y'all got aisles just for pussy care. We don't have all that shit. At first, it was just Johnson's. I shave my patients if it's needed. Okay, that's different from professional care. I'm talking about personal care. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying women have all of this stuff to keep them clean, keep them shaved, keep them smelling fresh. Men didn't have ball care for the longest time, and then all of a sudden there was this Johnson & Johnson's sensitive for men, and it was like, oh, this is nice, but the shit burned like a motherfucker. Especially if you did shave and you tried to smell good, you put that shit on there with nothing but alcohol. It felt like you put your dick on the eye of the stove. You know what I'm saying? And it was horrible. Yes, y'all balls fall in the toilet bowl, so you guys have to be careful. My balls don't hang that damn. If your balls drop in the toilet water, nigga, you need to tie. Can you tie them in the nut? Can you tie them in the bowl? Your nuts, if your nuts touch the toilet bowl water, either the water is too high or the nuts are too low. You need to find a balance. You got to tuck your nuts in. If you got to tuck your nuts in, loop them motherfuckers around. You shouldn't have to hold your nuts when you take a shit. That'd be the most horrible thing in the world. Feel like you're teabagging the toilet, what's his name? The tidy bowl man. I'm not trying to teabag the tidy bowl man. My nuts don't hang that low, and my water definitely ain't that high. Even if you sit down with the seat up, the water ain't that high or the nuts that low. What the fuck? What kind of nigga you know sit on the toilet and his nuts touch the water? I done heard about niggas sitting on the toilet and they dick touch the water. I don't have that problem either, thank God. I don't want my dick being that long. If my dick that long, it ain't touching the back of somebody's throat. So I like getting all my dick in your mouth. So anyway, that's beside the point. If your nuts touch the water, what the fuck? You can't even wear shorts because you looking like you got, you're like your nuts saying Black Power. You know what I'm saying? They like you got your nuts handcuffed out your shorts. I would never, ever want my nuts to be that damn long. Those ain't nuts. Those is cocoa nuts. And the motherfuckers done fell from the tree. That's a horrible thing. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Who nuts touch the water? You done throw me all off my thing with that one. What was I talking about? You got niggas nuts touching the water. Who the fuck? Oh, I was talking about shaving nuts. Oh my goodness. You wouldn't want to. He got nut-tastic. That is horrible. No, baby. No, your nuts ain't supposed to touch the water. Only time your nuts get wet is when you teabag a bitch or she decides that she wants to lather them motherfuckers up. You know, by all means. And the other thing is, ladies, if you got a small mouth, if you don't have a lot of oral capacity, please understand this. Do not try to take the whole ball in your mouth. You okay? I cannot, and that's okay if you can't. So hell, if I need to shave my man to get them 2 balls, then I will shave his balls like I do my patients. So my man is safe with me when it comes to shaving him. I'm glad to hear that, because, you know, I would want my nuts to be in good care. You don't want your nuts in anybody's hands. Like, that'd be like Allstate. Are your nuts in good hands? I would certainly fucking hope so. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be putting your nuts in anybody's care. That would be nuts. No, I can take all the dick. If you take a dick the way you took that banana at the birthday, yeah, I believe you. You another one. Your throat is like a bottomless pit. And then the balls in my mouth at once. Okay, now see, that's what I was getting ready to talk about. Some women don't have a large oral capacity. And that's okay. Everybody ain't got a big open mouth. You know, now some women, when you can tell when they smile, and you can see their earlobes from the inside. If a bitch smile and you can see the inside of her ear, you know them women who got smiles when they smile, even as they talk, you can see their back teeth. You know, those are the kind I love sucking. When a woman smiles, she talking, you can see the back teeth in their mouth. They have a large oral capacity. These are the kind of women that can take the meat and the potatoes at the same time. But some women, you know, they got tight mouths, small mouths, and that's okay. You were meant just for the dickhead. And, you know, if you can get the capacity down there, by all means, enjoy it yourself. But please, when it comes to balls, do not try to take the whole ball in your mouth and off of that motherfucker. Back teeth. You know what I'm talking about. Your back teeth. If I don't want to see your back teeth from the inside. Now, if you smile and you can see your back teeth from the side, you up here looking like a critter, I know you can get it all. All. You know what I'm saying? But again, if you got small mouth, baby mouth, you know what I'm saying? Please. Or if you got a regular sized mouth with big ass teeth, please do not try to take the whole ball in your mouth. You will fuck around and circumcise my nuts. We do not need that. No man wants to get his nuts circumcised because your motherfucking teeth are so big it look like you got baby shoes in your mouth. That shit is horrible. Take your time. Focus on what you're doing. Okay? Know your oral limitations. It is a skill to sucking balls. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. And everybody is not a ball handler. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to work around them nuts. You know what I'm saying? Know what the fuck you're doing. Okay? But then, again, if it ain't your thing, that's all right. I would not... It's okay. All right? But we can work around that. But don't fuck around in the hood. What about them men who can't eat pussy? Pookie. You really said pookie, but men who can't eat pussy. Well, I think they should all take them to an island and leave their ass there. Yeah, baby shoes. You know them women who look like they got baby shoes in their mouth. Teeth on the clitoris. Oh, now, hold on now. I know a couple people who like that. Now, again, everything ain't for everybody. Some women like biting. And there's levels to biting. Now, see, you're going to open this up into a whole nother conversation. You are way too excited for this conversation. This is your specialty. We know how much Dan likes head. Of course I do. He would choose head over breathing. You've been paying attention to my shows. Yes, my nipples. Okay, see, so here we go. Some women like biting, and biting comes on different levels. I've been drinking, excuse me. When it comes to biting, you have nibblers. And when it comes to nibblers, like light nibbles on your neck, like your nipples, sometimes you find those little spots and you nibble on them. And some women are okay with that. Some women can't take a nibble. You nibble on them and they're like, oh, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like me on the guy side, I don't really get into biting on me. But as far as me being a biter, oh, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I like to be slapped when I'm sucking dick. Get it? It's certain levels to pain during pleasure. I can agree with that. Now, here's the thing. When you got to levels of biting, I'm going to talk about that. When you get past the nibbles, most people can handle a nibble. Most people can take a little pressure with a bite, depending on how it's applied. Now, I am a biter, meaning that if I find out you can take a bite, I'm going to give you a real bite. You know, and I'm kind of like a pit bull on that motherfucker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I have a thing for pain. And some people do. Some people, that's what turns them on. The intensity of the pain gives them an adrenaline rush. Now, I can't bite everybody the same way. Because I fuck around and bite somebody with full capacity on somebody else, and this bitch now she's trying to make me feel like I'm catching a case on her. You know, you can't bite everybody the same way. But if I find out you can take a bite, we gonna test your limits. You know what I'm saying? And I like that freaky shit. And see, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they like freaky shit, and it's just like they like getting slapped on the ass. That's their level of freaky. Some people like come on their face. Like when they finish sucking the dick, you want them to splack that motherfucker. And I'm fine with that too. You know, but other people, it's different. You know what I'm saying? I will bite to the level that you can take a bite. You know what I'm saying? I've bit to the level of blood a few times, not intentionally, not like I'm looking for blood, but like if it happens, it happens, and then I feel bad about it for a minute, but then it's like, well, bitch, if you can take it, I can give it. You know what I'm saying? So it gets like that, but I don't want to put too much on anybody more than what they can take, because it ain't for everybody. Nails in my skin. Now see, that's another thing with me. I got that. I'm one of them kind of motherfuckers where you gonna have some damn evidence, that we've been in a situation, and you gonna know that it was an event. You gonna know that you done been through a damn experience. I like pinching ass nipples. Shit has got real. Yeah, choking from the inside and the outside. I like that. When you know that sound, when you hear that on the inside, it feels like my soul is leaving my body when I feel pain. And see, some people can handle that, but it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like she said, if a motherfucker bite her clit, she in horrible situations. But then I know somebody else, you bite her clit and that turn that motherfucker on all the way. So certain people, you can't do everybody the same way. You know what I'm saying? What works for one person ain't gonna work for another. See, let me get off your damn lie before people know how freaky I am. Bitch, I already know. Pocket. Anyway, sounds interesting. Now, like I said, everybody can't take the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And that, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? You what's good for one person can be horrible for somebody else. And one bitch will say, oh my God, he was the best I ever had. And then you'll do the exact same fucking with somebody else and be like, what the fuck was that shit? That shit was garbage. It was horrible. And it just comes down to everybody's particular taste. Now, that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's different. Or it might not even be for your taste. For me, there ain't no love like mouth love. And usually that's as long as mouth is applied, we can work everything else out. There's certain things that we can deal with. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things we can go through. There's certain things that I'm even willing to bend on. You know what I'm saying? I will tell you that I once had a young lady. That's why I have to meet someone on your same sexual level. Exactly. Now, here's something that's interesting. One of the guys that was just at my birthday show, he was saying that a lot of women will look at his penis, but they don't want it. He has an exceptionally long penis. Long than a motherfucker. So when it comes to actually having sex with women, he says he doesn't really get to that much because they can't take it because it's too long. Now, some women, they just want the biggest dick they can get. And to them, that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? The bigger it is, the more exciting it is for them. And there is no tapping out. There's no running from it. That's what they want. Now, other women will look at that and be like, no, you're not finna tear up my insides with that motherfucker. And he says normally that's what happens is women enjoy looking at it because it's fascinating for them to fantasize about it. But when it comes to actually putting all of that motherfucker in a female, he says most of the time they really don't want that. Or by the time they get it, they realize they didn't want. It's like when you fixing a plate at a buffet when you're hungry. You ever go shopping when you're hungry or go to a buffet when you're hungry and you end up getting way more on your plate than you really can handle? And then when you get there, it's like, oh shit, my eyes were bigger than my stomach. Sometimes y'all eyes are bigger than y'all pussy. And when you realize, oh shit, all this dick going up in you, then you be trying to tap out and run. Now, I'm glad, again, I don't have that motherfucking problem. I like being able to go balls deep, literally, when I'm fucking. I can get all this motherfucker in there, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that kind of convenience, because most women don't have that kind of vaginal capacity. But, again, that goes with personal taste. Some of y'all want y'all shit tore the fuck up. Y'all want to walk around feeling like a nigga done touched your heart from the inside. He done hit you in the heart with his dick. And, I mean, if that's what you like, what the fuck? My friend told me that I was crazy for liking stuff like that. She's like, I would fight a man if he left marks on me for being a biter or a scratcher. Pain and ice works for me. Now, again, certain things work for different people. For me, I don't like the cold. I think my dick retreats when it's cold. It don't turn me on. I've done it. I've experienced it. And it's like, hey, if this is what my lady likes, I'll do what's necessary for her, but I don't personally care for it. Now, as far as receiving pain, that ain't, I get mad. I get angry. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm ready to fight because I am a giver. I'm a deliverer. You know what I'm saying? I can never be the submissive. I'm always going to be the dominant. You know, and even the idea of trading places turns me off and makes me angry because you can't do this to me. I am the one who does this to you. You will take it and you will like it. Call that chauvinistic, call it whatever the fuck you want, but that's just me. I'm just saying. Damn, this conversation done went a little bit everywhere, hasn't it? I'm just saying. But I'm glad to see that a lot of you ladies aren't scared of the balls. To go back to what we were originally talking about, some of y'all, I was surprised. We really have some ladies who have an affection for balls. So we will have to do what we can as men to make sure that when we present you with the balls, that we're giving you the best quality of balls possible. So you don't like when a girl is feeling all that you're giving and they scratching your back or bite you? Okay. Again, there's levels to things. If she's enjoying what I'm giving, I like my back being scratched. But there's, again, levels to it. I feel if you're reacting to what I'm doing and it's that kind of scratch, that's fine. But if you're giving me the kind of scratch where it's like, ooh, I want to give you pain, then that again to me turns me the fuck off because I feel like you're doing something deliberately. And if you're doing something deliberately to hurt me, that means you want to fight. And you don't want to fight me. So, no, we don't want to hurt each other if that's the case. Now, again, I'm a deliverer. You know, the prey never bites the vampire. The vampire always bites the prey. And I be damn. I am a dampire all day long. Damn. Matter of fact, that might be the next shirt. Dampire. You know what I'm saying? Oh, speaking of which, I still have shirts available. If any of you ladies would like your own damn shirt, believe me, I have them. I have them in colors and sizes. A few did sell at the birthday show, but I have some left. So if you want yours at any of the shows coming up, I have them in all sizes and colors. So make sure you are there to get yours. Now, I didn't actually do the appropriate introduction, so I feel like I've done an injustice. Let me explain some of this in case anybody new is watching. What Ask a Stripper actually is an opportunity for you ladies to ask me questions. If you have curiosities about the exotic entertainment business, things that you might have heard, things you just wondered, and you never had an opportunity to ask anybody honest questions, that's what I'm here for. I can answer any question because I've been doing this long enough where I can give you positive feedback about anything. You could do Dampire shirts for your Halloween show. That sounds interesting. Someone else want a shirt. Okay, just let me know. Send it to my inbox. Who wants it? And then we can work out you getting a shirt. Send all that to my inbox and I'll make sure I look out for whoever. All shirts are just $10. And like I said, all colors and all sizes. Yeah, so again, feel free to ask me anything you need, because a lot of times people, they want to ask me questions, but they don't want to ask me questions in front of everybody. So I also get questions on my inbox, which is what made me think about doing my opening statement again, because aside from the whole moments, one of the things that I got was a question about what makes a man leave his woman or leave his home, whatever those situations might be. And I asked, okay, well, I need more information. What's going on? You know, and young lady said she was in a relationship where she thought things was good and things was happy. And she came to find out that her man was unhappy. And when she was trying to do things to try to fix the relationship, he ended up leaving. So she says, in that kind of situation, she didn't feel like she was doing nothing wrong. So what makes a man leave? And I'm like, well, there's probably a lot more to that than just what's on the surface. Is my mom home, girls? I just got the text message not too long ago. Okay, well, I got your mom's homegirl a shirt. No problem. As long as she got $10, she can get a shirt. Okay, so to the story. I said, it's probably a lot more to this than just what's on the surface. It's something else going on here where I need more details. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you're doing everything right. You feel like you were being a good woman. You feel like he was happy at home. But did you ever ask him? Did you ever wonder if he was unhappy? You know, so I asked, you know, what was your relationship like? You know, and she said, well, we was always together, and, you know, whenever he was home, I was with him, and when we went out, we was together, and he didn't go nowhere without me, and we did this together, and we did that together, and, you know, I was always with him, I was like his shadow, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and I'm like, well, to me, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying, I can only go off of what's presented to me. Did you smother him? Did you put too much on him? Did you allow him to be his own individual? Well, no, you know, he would, you know, do his thing with his boys and da-da-da-da-da. He had his friends. I'm like, you're missing my point. Everybody doesn't operate the same way. And what makes you happy is fine. That doesn't make it wrong, but it might not be the same for that individual. And so here's where communication in a relationship is key. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes asking certain questions or just communicating, hey, this is what I like. What do you like? You know, so that you have this kind of conversation, this kind of openness, this kind of knowledge about the person that you choose to bond with. Because everybody does not like every waking moment to look up and this motherfucker is like right here. It's like, hey, I enjoy being with you, but I like enjoying being with you sometimes when you're over here. I don't need you right here. Right here is okay. All right? You ain't got to be right motherfucking here. Right here is fine. Okay? I can see you right there and I know you're there. I feel you. But if you're right here all the damn time, and sometimes it's just like, I can't breathe. Oh my God, here come this bitch again. Okay, motherfucker. How you doing? Okay. I can't wait to go to work. Everybody. What's up, bro? Lil Damn in the building. What I miss? That's my little brother, everybody. I'm just damn talking. So and granted, I didn't really know their situation, and I'm like, well, for one, you assuming that you just make somebody happy, or you assuming that you know what this person likes, and you never had a conversation about it. You could have did better with that. If you never inquired or just allowed someone their natural environment. It's you can push somebody away by smothering them, because everybody just, I don't know how else to explain it. You need space to breathe. And I'm not just talking about what they're talking about now with this plague that's going on where they talk about social distancing. Fuck all that shit. I'm talking about just your personal space. Sometimes I just want to be able to Okay, here's a question. It says, why do guys take rejection horribly? A little like if they try talking to a female and the female makes it clear she's not interested, why do they get mad and make the female out to be a bad person? Because they're immature. I would say they're immature because anytime you approach somebody, it's no said guarantee that just because you approach them that they're going to accept your advance. That means they're childish and immature if they don't know how to respond to it. It's like gambling. There's a chance you'll win. There's a chance you'll lose. And everybody's not going to like you. Some person that you meet is going to think you're the greatest thing since fresh air. And everybody needs air. So they're going to love the fact that you are you. But then somebody else is going to be like, I can't stand that motherfucker. What the hell? I wish he would just die twice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything is not for everybody. So they're childish. They're immature. So if they approach you and you say, especially if you do it politely. Now, if you want them kind, I'm good. No, thank you. Oh, yeah. Don't do all that shit. Now, if you're polite with it, like, no, thank you, I'm good, or I got a man, or no, just no thank you even. Thank you, but no thank you. If you're polite with it, then dude should just take his loss and be like, okay, have a good day. Nice talking to you. That's happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? Not that much, but I'm just saying, I would approach somebody, hey, how you doing? Nope, okay, all right, well, have a good day. And that's good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not everybody's taste. And some guys, and I even say females, because women are so used to getting what they want just because they have a hole, and guys want to fuck anything that has a hole, that when you give a woman rejection, they don't know how to fucking take it. If you say no to a woman who's used to hearing yes all the time, you must be gay. What the fuck is wrong with you? Nah, something wrong with that nigga. No, bitch, you are not the prize. I'm the motherfucking prize. So if I say no, that doesn't mean I don't want like women. It means I just don't like you. Okay, hold on. Okay, she's responded to the previous thing. She says, but his lips aren't broken. Why should she ask him why he couldn't just say something to her about him being unhappy? Well, according to what she's asked me, I guess he did say something to her, and that was like beforehand, and she tried to fix it. That's what she was saying. She said, you know, he said something about him being unhappy, and she tried to make it better, and even in the midst of her trying to make it better, he dipped. So, I mean, there, like I said, I think there's more to that story than what she's telling me, but according to that, he did say that he was unhappy, you know, and she did her, well, she said she tried to do better, but it just didn't work. Are you doing it like you're, what? Are you doing it like in your car? Yeah, I'm in my van right now. Yeah, I'm in the car. I'm in my van right now. This is like when I, what? This is like when I, though, who doesn't go through it? Oh, this is what you go through, bruh? I see what you're saying. It took me a minute. I had to be like, what? You got an iPhone, bruh? You saying it right, damn. I know I am. These motherfuckers, they don't know how to take it. Say it again. Say it again for the bitches in the back. And I find that crazy because, you know, especially like women who come to the club and they're new to the club. And when a guy is approached by a female, because a lot of women don't even like approaching guys in just the general world. They feel like they're supposed to be the center or the prize, so the guy is always supposed to approach them. Which I'm not opposed to anybody going after what they like. If you see something you like and you want to say something, say what you like. If you want to approach somebody because they're attractive to you, say what you like. Wait, your van has blinds? I must be young because I've never seen that. You've never seen blinds in a van? Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the van. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of women are so used to hearing yes that they can't deal with a no. And if they do hear a no, it's something wrong with you. Because they got all these guys after them. They got all these guys willing to do anything, pay for this, eat their ass, and rub their feet, and all this shit. And when she says something to you and you say no, that's so unheard of. Why would you say no to me? Motherfucker, I'm a woman. And just because you're a female, first off, doesn't make you a woman. Then second off, bitch, just because I don't want you, means there's something wrong with me. I just don't want your motherfucking ass. I can't understand that. So when you tell them no, and I've done a lot of telling ladies no, women and females, when you tell them no, then it's like, oh, bitch, something wrong with him. He must be gay. Something wrong with him. He don't see all this. And then it turns into every excuse in the book. He must like skinny bitches. He must like big bitches. He must like light skins. He must like dark skins. Anything there's excuse for it not to be something wrong with your motherfucking ass. Bitch, I just don't like you. And if I don't like you, don't take it personal. Just take it. I don't want your pussy. I don't want your raggedy vagina. I don't want your cum bucket. Just leave me the fuck alone and go to somebody else who's going to say yes to every fucking thing. I'm not fin to do all that. Okay, she says, then it wasn't no need for her to there. It wasn't no need for her to there, so to, what? Hold on. This is iPhone talk. I'm trying to translate in my head. Where's my thing at? Hold on, because I got to translate the button. Okay. I hit the button to translate the iPhone. My phone does that. Then it wasn't no need for her to there to make it better, because he had it already in his head. Then he was leaving, and he should have told her that so she wouldn't have wasted her time and tried to work things out. She could have just did her and said, fuck it. Well, that sounds good. But when you are emotionally connected to somebody, when you're connected to them, you're going to try to make it work. You're going to try to figure out if it is something worth saving, if it's something that is possible of saving. And I think anybody and everybody's been through that. You're going to try to do what you can. And there's nothing wrong with trying to see if a relationship is salvageable. Because if you can, why not try? But then other times when you've been hurt so much, it's like, you know what? Fuck it. But especially when you've built something with somebody, when you've emotionally connected, and then you've established a lifestyle with a person because of just your daily habits, you're comfortable about your life being with this person. You wake up with them, you go to sleep with them, you do your functions with them, you take care of your business with them. You're going to try to see if the situation is something that's salvageable just for the sake of keeping away from change. And I don't think that's a bad thing, trying. But again, here comes the communication part. You know, and I don't think she was wrong in what she did. I think it was admirable for her putting forth the effort. I don't feel like they were right for each other in the beginning. They just never had the kind of communication where they were open with each other. She says, yes, that's that old school van my grandpa had. One, I love them kind of vans. Man, this van is so damn comfortable. I sometimes will be at work at my day job, and we get an hour-ish for lunch some days, and I'll be tired. I'll come out here and I'll lay back and I'll go to sleep and go back into work like refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Granted, an hour don't do too much, but it's enough for me to go in there and finish the second half of the day. And I got my own space. You know, I'm not cramped up in here, and I appreciate my van. I have it for a reason. And yeah, my dad had one of these when I was young too, but then I liked it for different reasons. It's definitely functional for a lot of whatever. Anyway, so all of that to say, in your situation, if you're not communicating with who you're with, you're not really with them. You can't have any successful relationship without strong communication. And that can be a business relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be any fucking thing. If you're not communicating, oh shit, damn, my thing wasn't rolling and I missed a whole bunch of shit. I'm sorry. Let me damn these iPhones. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even realize some of y'all was on here. My thing wasn't moving. Facts just taken. Okay. Say, Casher, we need to get a van like that for our trip. Hell yeah, these vans are comfortable. Good day from the land down under. What's up, Naomi? How you doing over there in Australia? Seems like we taking these trips. Look, I love my man to the fullest, and if we had to talk, he's showing signs of doing our shit again. Just what? Oh, guess what? I'm out, and I'm like, fuck it. Okay. Dr. Damn all the time. then emotional connection is a motherfucker. It hurts so bad to break a connection that deep. I think people stay longer than they should because it hurts too much to leave. Nobody wants to accept change, and that is a big reality. Change is something that's going to happen all the time. That's the only thing consistent in life is change. But people are scared to accept change because you're so used to what you're used to. You're comfortable with what you're used to. Whether it's, again, you wake up with this motherfucker, you take care of business with this motherfucker, whatever the fuck it is this motherfucker's good for, you're used to it. So as soon as this motherfucker ain't around no more, it's like, I miss this motherfucker. So that's because you're used to doing what it is you're used to doing. It might not even be that motherfucker that you actually miss. It's you miss everything else. But that's an honest part of relationships. That's an honest part of connecting with somebody. That's just, unfortunately, the way shit is. And that's how you can have an unsuccessful relationship, or you can start off with a good relationship and then it end up getting fucked up. You know, your communication has to be consistent because you grow as a person in different parts of life. You know what I'm saying? You know who you are. And that's not going to change. But even in you knowing who you are, when you enter in a different section of your life, you are learning you all over again. If you are dealing with you as a kid and then you become a teenager, this is you and you know you, but you got to learn you as a different point of life. Then when you go from a teenager to a young adult, it's still you, so you know who you are, but you're dealing with a new facet of life. So you have to learn how you deal with you in this kind of situation. Now, when you go from being a young adult into a mature adult, again, you know who you are, but you can't do the things you did and still become the person who you need to be. You have to evolve as the times do. You know, if you stay the same, so will every fucking thing else. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect to get better if you are unwilling to adapt. Now, there are certain things that are just going to change, are going to be the same. Me, I'm not wearing any other color than black. Point fucking blank. That's me. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see me in all white unless it's a funeral. I'm just saying. Now, that's not going to affect my income. That's not going to affect my lifestyle. That's not going to affect the health of my family. So I can make that kind of decision. Now, if it was one of them kind of things where they say, hey, or you know what, if I live someplace and I never lock my front door, I'm used to walking in and out my front door. My family's used to walking in and out the front door. And we lived like that where we could live with the front door unlocked. But then we move someplace where, you know what? It ain't the same. You can't do that shit. You know what? As much as I'm not used to it, I better get used to locking the front door. Or otherwise, one day I'm going to come home and ain't going to be shit in my home. I have to learn how to adapt. I can't just say, oh, well, I'm used to not locking my door. No, motherfucker, I don't live where I used to. Now I got to lock the motherfucking front door to keep me and everybody in this motherfucker safe. So, again, you have to adapt. You have to learn how to grow with your environment. Okay, y'all speaking Spanish. What you saying? If you can't be 100, then the door is right there. Life is too short for bullshit. Yes, damn. I love your shows. You be telling some of the real shit. Ty. Oh, thank you for telling. I thought you was talking about my son. He's watching. Thank you for telling motherfuckers what they need to hear. It's the truth. Oh my God, I love these daddy damn type of discussions. I love the color black. Me too. Damn it. Now, I'm humorous. I have fun with y'all, but sometimes we get on a serious note. So I talk to y'all as shit is off the top of my head. None of this is scripted. None of this is planned. You know, I don't go off of a procedure where I'm going to talk about this, and this, and that. I talk about whatever the fuck I'm dealing with or whatever the fuck is on my mind, or I respond to whatever y'all bring to me. And that's how my show goes. And it works. Speaking of which, and this is just something that popped into my head. Y'all know I'm always, you know, yes, it's all love. Fuck it. Amen. What's up, China? Oh, some of y'all. I ain't talking about everybody. But some of y'all, we talked about this, right? Now, let me explain something. For all my women, my ladies, even some of y'all females, a couple of you raggedy bitches, I told you that if you lived in the city, local, you are all invited to my show. Even for some of you who aren't local, I invite all the ladies to come to the show and enjoy yourselves. Now, everybody's sitting here bored, ain't got shit to do, mad because all the shows are getting canceled and postponed. And I had a show where I brought out-of-town entertainers here. I had great lineup, had a great show, great environment. And some of y'all motherfuckers didn't come. And now you're sitting around the house bored, complaining like, I can't go nowhere. Ain't nothing to do. I wish it was a show. But you didn't come when I had one. And I told you, when I see you, I don't care if we're at the grocery store, at the gas station, at the CVS, we could be at the fucking Secretary of State. If I see you and you be like, hey, damn, how was the show? How are you, bitch? I'm punching you in the pussy. Now, I'm punching you in the pussy. Someone is getting punched in their pussy. You're damn right. I told you. I'm punching you, not in the front of that motherfucker. I'm not doing no jabs to the pussy. I'm straight uppercutting you in the hole. I'm going elbows deep. I'm punching you. Oh, what? Oh, what? I love this show. You know, at least we ain't getting hit. Oh, no, somebody. Oh, yeah, you ain't getting hit in the pussy because y'all was there. But somebody get uppercutted in the hole. I'm coming straight from the hip, and I'm going to bring this motherfucker up. Boom. Hold you, bitch. I'm going to do the whole ultimate combo finishing move. I'm uppercutting you in the pussy when I see you. And I'm going to turn this motherfucker so I get all of the power. Not us, okay, yeah. If you was there, you ain't getting hit in the pussy. If you sent a stunt pussy in your place, you're not getting punched in the pussy. Everybody else, straight hole. Punched you in the pussy. I'm just saying, I gave y'all fair warning. Now, here's the other thing. Some of them might like that. This is true. You might have a point. Some of them might like getting punched in the pussy. Might open up for it just to take it. This is a possibility. I'm just letting you know. Ladies, I provide a quality show. My shows are orchestrated immaculately. I have quality entertainers. They come in looking good, smelling good, quality costumes. Music is amazing. The environment is of ambiance where you can enjoy the full environment and enjoy yourself. There was a kitchen, full stock bar. They got heat, so you ain't in there cold. You can come in dressed as nice as you are comfortable with. So there's no excuse for you not to come and be able to enjoy yourself. So when I have a special occasion like my birthday and you don't show up, pow, I'm punching you in the pussy. Damn, Madison wrote a paragraph. Let's see what she has to say. And I have to hit the button so all of it opens up. Damn, that's okay. All right. Speaking of daddy damn type discussion, I need some advice. How did you deal with the terrible 2 to 3 stage? My 2-year-old is throwing the worst temper tantrums, and I mean she doing the most. Hitting, biting, throwing herself out. I've tried so many things, and nothing seems to work. Well, I think you touched on something in just your miswording. You've tried so many things. You've tried a lot, and I believe you probably put your due diligence into it. And without having a man's presence there, you have to behave like one if you want to get the reaction of one. With my children, my sons and my daughters, I noticed that when they were with their moms, they would get away with doing certain things. They would get away with certain behaviors. And when they were with me, I didn't have that problem. Now, as they got older, I relaxed. But when they were younger, I was real hard on them. To the point where sometimes borderline too much. But me being hard on them when they were younger means that I can relax with them when they were older. my boys and my girls. If you're old enough to walk, you're old enough to get hit in the chest. Now, granted, I ain't giving you a full-blown punch to the chest, but I would pop them just enough to knock them off their feet. And for a little kid, that's enough to scare the shit out their ass. You don't have to get loud, because here's the thing. A lot of moms make that mistake, getting loud with them. I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to fuck you up. Don't touch shit. Don't ask for shit. You ain't getting shit. And they're loud and they're boisterous, but kids learn how to tune that shit out. Kids learn how to ignore that and move past it. Kids learn that, okay, like any dog, it's all bark and no bite. So I would do the exact opposite. I get up in their face like this. I'm like, you don't shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You hear what I just said? Give him that little tight lip talk. Look here, you little motherfucker. Don't. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. And that would normally work. I don't even say it that many times. Or I just get on to him and I look. See this right here? Hold on. Let me do it for you one good time. That by itself would immediately shut shit down. Let alone this little motherfucker start tripping and boom! You make it loud and fast, punch them in the chest one time, knock them off their motherfucking feet. That's all it takes. Yes, we had a blast. You know, this the second damn year I couldn't dance. My birthday is coming and shit's always fucking up. You know, now I'm like, fuck it. It's not my fault the plague came out during your birthday. That's so true. I just had so much going on, haven't been able to get out the city. Hey, Naomi. Kids are worse with their moms than their dads. Hell yeah, nice lips. You got a Mako. What the fuck is a Mako? I don't know what a Mako is. We're doing okay. My kids are just testing my patience. Who scared of that look? Look here. When my kids was, especially when they was little, knock them little niggas off their feet. Punch them in their chest. Shut the fuck up. I wish their dad was around. I know things would be better. Yeah, but still, here's the first thing I would say don't do. Don't threaten them. Don't tell them you're going to beat their ass. Don't tell them you're going to put them on punishment. Don't tell them, hey, act right, nothing like that. You tell kids something one motherfucking time. And when they don't do it, that's when you get into their ass. And it don't take a lot. A lot of times, especially when they too, right now, only thing you have to do is just gain their respect. If they don't give it to you because they don't know how to give respect as a little person, fear is the natural thing for them right now. Fear and food. Those are two things these niggas know. This is where I get food, and I'm scared of that motherfucker. So you take away the food and apply fear. Respect comes. Now, as they grow older, then they get etiquette. Then they get knowledge. Don't expect them to have knowledge at a young age. Don't expect them to know what respect is at a young age, because they have to learn respect. So you give them the honor system by making them fear you to gain respect. And then as they get older, they'll give it to you naturally. It's the truth. It's the truth. And a lot of people go through that false barking. Don't do it. Because now they're, again, going to learn that, okay, she's just talking. Okay, she's just talking shit. She's just threatening the way she always does. And we ain't got to worry about that. So, damn it, I hate this thing when it gets to wobbling like that. Ugh. Sorry, y'all. Now you can't see me. Hold on. Oh, shit, I dropped the world. Fuck it. We're gonna do this a different way. See, can I make it sit like that? Nope. How we gonna do it? Where are we gonna put y'all? Hold on. There we go. All right. So, now, I'm gonna get you a phone holder. I had one and the motherfucker just came loose. I ain't bullshitting. See, this, where the fuck did it go? I had this thing here, and this is what my phone was on, but look, it got a bobblehead. Motherfucker won't be still. And I tightened it up, and the motherfucker just won't sit tight. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. It just said fuck it. So, fuck it. Anyway, fuck it. I'll just hold it. No, I ain't. I'm gonna sit it right there. Okay. Marie Rodriguez, sorry. Hopefully it goes by fast. My daughter is 4 and has the attitude of a 17-year-old. I think it's such a hard time with putting my hands on my kids because of how bad I got it as a kid. Plus, going through a domestic violence situation, I get flashbacks. Oh, that van is nice. Thank you. I used it too much. Oh, yeah, I used it too much. Ain't no doubt about that. Drop the camera, I did. So, anyway, to the kids. You've been through domestic abuse in your life. So, you know that there's an extent which is too much. You've been through it probably as a kid, and then as an adult. I love the van. Thank you. So, in you going through domestic abuse, the part that's good for you is, you know, there's always a line where there is too much. So you won't cross that line because you've been on that other side of it. Now, unfortunately, some respect has to come from fear. They're too young to know anything else. Now, I'm not saying give them no Kunta Kinte, because you don't have to do that. I'm not saying put them motherfuckers on the line and make them go through it like that. But you have to give them something to respect. Otherwise, especially kids, they know what they can get away with, and they know who they can get away with it from. You ever notice when kids go around certain people, they read their spirits instantly, and then they know who not to fuck with instantly because of their aura. Certain kids come around me, and as soon as they see me, they're like, now when I start playing with them, they loosen up and they relax and whatnot. But sometimes when they first see me, they're like, and I'm okay with that. Because yes, little kid, I will fuck you up. But hopefully I don't have to. You have a whole damn tour bus. I do. Shit, some kids need it. Fuck that. I'm old school. And again, I'm okay with that too. You know what I'm saying? You respond to situations case by case. Some kids, you can talk to them. And if they're able to accept that, by all means, they listen, they understand. And if they are able to respond off of just that, then by all means, great. But if they can't, sometimes, she says, sometimes you have to put a little, get it into it, because I don't play with kids. And again, that depends on the kid. Some kids, you can really just talk to them, and that works. You know what I'm saying? And you can say, I'm disappointed in you. Or, you know what? I had a certain level of respect for you and you ruined it. But then they have to be able to understand that. Some kids can look at you and see that you're upset, and that upsets them. And for them, that's good enough. Other kids, that shit ain't gonna work. They see that you soft and you ain't gonna do shit. Oh, that means I can do some more. Oh, I can do that and it's okay? Well, shit, what else can I do? Let's see. And that's their motherfucking attitude. So when they feel like they can do shit and get away with it, that's when you have to show them, no, you can't. And something very important to learn, and I think for all children, is that every action has a repercussion. When you do something, you can choose to do it, and it's your right to pick and choose what you will or will not do. But the world has also a right to respond to anything that you do. So just because you choose to do it doesn't mean it's going to be okay with somebody. That might be the law. It might be a teacher. It might be a boss. You chose to do whatever you chose to do. But this motherfucker can choose to fire you. This motherfucker can choose to arrest you. This motherfucker can choose to shoot you. So know that whatever you choose to do, there's going to be a reaction. So I'd rather them get a reaction from me at an early age and understand anything you choose to do, just know that something's going to happen with it. But you prefer a positive reaction than a negative one. When I was just in Nebraska, I swear I just said, oh shit, hold on, here's something. When I was just in Nebraska, I'm like that little girl, don't know me, I will pop that child. She was rude and disrespectful. Nope, I don't play with kids, better have some respect and manners. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because if you're disrespectful as a child, normally you'll be disrespectful as an adult. And we all know some motherfuckers like that. I'm going to get, when I come up on some money, I'm getting one. Oh, you talking about the van, bruh? You'd love it, I promise you. And that's my 2-year-old. She pushes her limits. No, she doesn't push her limits. She pushes your limits. And you let her. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you some of my reactions. And if you can use them, apply it. She says, some kids, you have to take that ass outside and beat their ass like a nigga in the street. Hey, my mama and dad didn't play with me and my sisters and brothers. Okay, so here's my suggestion, and this is for the 2-year-old. Whenever she does something, the first thing you do, stop. Loud and hard. Get their attention. Make them do this. And then you get real quiet. Don't do that. That's wrong. I don't like it. It's bad. So now you got their attention. You're explaining what they did was bad. So now they realize they've done something wrong. Hopefully that doesn't. More than likely it won't. So now, when they go on to do whatever it is they were doing, grab that little motherfucker by the arms. Turn them to you forcefully. Look them in their motherfucking eyes. I said stop. Not no stop or stop when, none of that. I said stop. What you're trying to do is get their attention and keep it. Because they're so focused on doing what they want to do that what they want to do is the highest priority right now. I said stop. There can't be no play in your voice. Can't be no give. Stop. And mean it when you say it. Whatever the fuck it is, I said stop. And then let them go. Now, tantrum come. Either, and I'm going to give you an either or an or here. Either, especially if you're at home. You going to scream? Go ahead. Fall out? Go ahead. As long as you stop doing what the fuck I said do, be upset about it. I don't give a fuck if you're upset, as long as you stop. That's my goal. Or, you know how our parents said, oh, you want to cry? Well, let's give you something to cry about. Now, these are things that you really should do at home. Because you want to give them that training at home so you don't have to give them that training in the street. Because in the street is where people are watching. You do it at home so when you get out in the street and then you give them that same look, they recognize what's coming. So when you're at home with them, I said stop. Then they know what's coming after that one. Look here. I said stop. Don't do that. That's bad. After that, I'm not talking no more. Now, the way you hurt a child without leaving marks, without getting your own ass in trouble, you have to know how to do it without leaving a bruise on them. You hit with the back of your fingers here or here in something soft, like underneath their arm. Raise their arm up and hit them in the armpit. It sounds unorthodox. It sounds crazy, but it won't leave a bruise. If you raise that arm up, didn't I say stop, and pop them in their fucking armpit hard as fuck, like that, with this part of your hand in their armpit, it won't leave a bruise. Or, here's one real extreme. My dad did this to me a few times, especially after Child Protective Service got called on his ass. He says, I know how to hit your ass without leaving a bruise. You lay them down on the bed and hit the bottom of their fucking feet. I know this sounds like some old slave master shit. You lay the motherfuckers down on the bed and they throwing a fit. You smack the bottom of their feet with like a sandal or a shoe or something and smack the bottom of their motherfucking feet. That's going to be a whole different kind of pain. You probably ain't got to hit them nothing more than twice. But didn't I say fucking stop? Shut the fuck up. This motherfucker, this ain't the same bitch. Who the hell this mama is this? This ain't the mama I'm used to. Shit stops immediately. Now, again, these are extreme responses for extreme situations. You don't go there unless you have to. And hopefully you don't have to. I was able to get the respect of my children at an early age where I didn't have to later on in life. A lot of people let their kids run over them when they little, talking about, oh, they just got a personality. Oh, no, they just outspoken. Or no, they just... And then when you get a teenager and they whoop your ass or they go get arrested, then you're like, I don't know where I went wrong. Bitch, you can't try to get their respect now because you didn't earn it when they were little. Stop on happen once. What? Stop on happen once, and after that, we got our ass beat in my family. So talking didn't work in my family or in the streets. We got our ass beat. I believe you give everybody their fair chance. Talk to them, you know. And now I can talk to mine, you know, because, well, for one, these niggas are damn near grown. Some of them are grown, you know, but the thing is, they learn who they can try. And even to this day, like, especially my son's mama, she'll call me to this day, your son, this and this and that, your son, this and this and that. And when they deal with her, it's a completely different level of communication. It's a completely different level of respect that I don't have that problem. My girls, it's a little bit different. My oldest daughter, I really can't say so much about her, but my youngest daughter, her and her mom go back and forth quite a bit. You know, they get into it a lot of times because they're very similar in personalities. But my daughter, she'll come to me and she'll say something, and she is a different kind of spirit all the way around. There's no doubt about it. But she will at least listen to me, where when her mom tries to talk to her, there's no comprehension at all. Her mom can say whatever she wants to her, and it's like, okay, I'm leaving, bye. And with me, I think it's worse if I'm disappointed in her, you know, and that hurts her more. If I'm disappointed in her, or I'm like, look, I held you at a higher pedestal than that. I believed in you more than what you're behaving as a young lady. That gets to her more. Why are we giving chances to kids? Hell, beat their ass, and that's the talk. Because if that was the attitude that I had with my kid, that's probably the attitude that I had with my woman. Why are we having this talk? Hell, just beat their ass, then they'll listen. No, I want to give you an opportunity to understand. You know, and hopefully the lesson is what's taught, because I don't want you to fear me because you think I like to hurt you. I want you to respect me because you don't want what comes with me feeling disrespected. Respect me because you love me. Respect me because you appreciate me. Respect me because it's the right thing to do. But if you disrespect me, know that there are consequences with it. If you disrespect me, know that, all right, you chose to do this, so you're going to get what comes with it. But the same way I deal with a kid is the same way I deal with a woman. I'm going to talk to you first. Then I'm going to get your attention. And then if me attempting to get your attention one way doesn't work, sorry, I'm back. Oh, what I missed. Still talk about them badass, no manner kids. I want everybody to be able to do the best that you can. And a lot of times I really feel like it goes with you giving too many chances. And I'm not saying spare the rod and spoil the child at all. I'm saying you give everybody a fair chance to do what's right. No, your kids and your woman is two totally different people. They're two totally different people, but they get two totally similar responses if you're acting alike. I'm just playing. I love kids. I helped take care of a lot of kids. And yes, well, with people, I'm going to talk to you first because I'm good at that. I'm good at communicating. And I know how to communicate with all types of people, from exceptionally young to exceptionally old, and all different kind of creeds and creations. And I'm going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt upon that communication that you know how to listen. Now, once you show me that you don't know how to listen, we're going to have a different reaction. You know what I'm saying? Because then you don't get to deal with the nice Tommy. You don't get to deal with the friendly and playful, loving me. You get that other motherfucker. Don't your daddy beat your ass when you were younger? Oh, didn't your daddy beat your ass when you were younger? My dad fucked me over when I was younger. I can't even say up. He fucked me over. And my dad was the kind where he didn't talk. So the difference in my evolution was I never learned the lesson as far as why he was beating my ass. I just knew that he liked to hurt me. I just knew that my dad was good at hurting. I didn't learn a lesson. I learned to fear this nigga. You know, I knew that I did like being around him. I grew to hate him because I felt he liked hurting me. He can't love me when all he wants to do is hurt me. And this was the impression I had of him. This quarantine has a lot of dancers going TikTok videos. Are you going to join the trend? I don't plan on it. One of my sons suggested it. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. We should do a video. And I'm like, I just don't I'm not the cornball type of thing. You know what I'm saying? If I do something, I want it to look sweet. I want it to be perfect. I want it to look like, oh man, did you see that shit? It was bad. I don't want to do something and they be like, look, man, look at this. I wouldn't want to do something corny. I would want to do something where it was really sweet. And that requires a lot of time and choreography and patience. And I don't know if I got time to do that with everybody. So, look how great you turned out. And that was not all because of him. That's also because I had a caring grandmother and aunt who taught me the lessons of communication that he couldn't. I was raised by a pimp and a nun. And without the nun, it'd have been all pimp. You know, so I am the balance of the two. But you cannot have communication if only thing you're doing is giving, if only thing you're doing is talking. Communication is also knowing how to listen, knowing how to understand, knowing how to perceive even words that aren't said. And that is what my aunt and my grandmother taught me that he didn't. He taught me that brutal side. He taught me that side of how to deal with the realistic world when, motherfucker, you gonna give me my respect no matter fucking what. But my aunt taught me how to love and be compassionate and understand that there's more than just when I'm pointing my finger at you, I'm pointing at you because I have them other ones that are pointed right back at me. So I learned that balance. I hope my 2-year-old gets better. My 3-year-old, all I gotta do is raise my voice and her feelings get hurt. My 2-year-old, though, she looks at me like I'm a bitch. And she doesn't think I'm gonna test. Like test her gangster at all. Like she's gonna do what she wants and I better accept it. So if you let her run you, she will. If you let her have that attitude, it'll grow and get worse. If it stays like that, that's because you allow it to. She's 2. Her personality hasn't formed until she's 5. You have the ability to teach her humbleness and respect. And now is the time to instill that fear in her since she doesn't have that respect for you naturally. Now, again, I'm not going to tell you to abuse a child, but I am going to tell you to get that little motherfucker's attention. And since she doesn't respect your word, then she has to respect your actions. And you have to take your respect from her. And that means when she's in the middle of doing whatever the fuck she wants, take away what she wants. If she wants to act a certain way, then she has to learn that there are repercussions for acting that way. And if you allow her to do it, she will continue to do it. It's up to you to stop her. Because if you don't stop her from behaving that way, and she gets older and she still has that same attitude, like the world has to test her gangster, a cop will. A judge will. Her boss will. Whatever the fuck it is she chooses to do, somebody out there is going to test her gangster and see how hard she really is for what she's saying. And they don't love her like you do. So what you think is going to happen? The habits that you set now will be the personality that they grow into later on. You can't set a personality once they're already an adult. You have to handle those things now. Kids and relationships are two different things, but beating a kid ass have nothing to do with your relationship. I don't know if that applies in all cases. That again applies on very specific situations. I'm just saying. What time is it? 11:45. I'm gonna go for 15 more minutes. Keep everything as my normal time frame. What? Yes, that's a big thing with communication. Some people communicate just to hear, but not to listen. I agree with that. In all cases, Madison, don't be one of them kind of barking moms. One of them kinds who's going to say something, and you just yelling at them, and I'm going to be like this, you better stop, and da, 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 da. And all you doing is raising your voice around the house because they'll continue to do what the fuck they want to do and mute you out in their mind. You might be saying, all the right shit, but they're a kid. They don't understand what the right is wrong right now. They know food, pain, sleep, and mama. So now, they don't have no responsibilities, so they don't know completely what respect is yet. You have to give them that respect, and you can ask for it or you can take it. Now, hopefully you wouldn't have to, but since that's a reality that we all have, then you have to take it the way you can get it. Sometimes it's unfortunate, but that is what it is. Thank you for the advice. I definitely needed it. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like me being a parent is one of them things that I never planned on doing. It's one of them things that I didn't expect when I was younger. Was nowhere in my planning my life. But now it's my whole life. My kids have been my motivation. They've been my foundation. When I'm like, fuck the world and everything in it, and I don't want to be here no more. Why? And all this kind of shit. It's those little motherfuckers that made me say, oh, shit, I can't go nowhere. I got to keep trying. I got to keep doing. I can't quit because these little motherfuckers are looking at me. These little niggas need me. So I can't go nowhere. I got to keep trying because for one, I can't show them that quit is an option. I can't show them that I can't is acceptable. It's okay for things to be hard. It's okay for things to be difficult. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for shit to be challenging, but you can never stop. You can never quit. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to get frustrated. It's okay to even feel beat up sometimes. That's natural. But even as you're going through these different challenges, you cannot feel, I quit. You look super comfy. I guess I am. Ain't no doubt about it. Listen here. I got space. I love being a dad. I really do. And sometimes it's frustrating. Sometimes it's definitely expensive. Sometimes these little motherfuckers can be irritating. all of the above. Anything that's a challenge, it happens. But out of all the things that happened in life that I didn't plan on, me being a dad is something that I would never change. You're amazing. You're raising amazing young humans. Both of your sons are very respectful. You're doing something right. I appreciate that, and I can't always say it's definitely not been easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm still dealing with shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me. Whew. I was fighting that yawn for a long time, y'all. Sorry. My sons and my youngest daughter live with me. And all the time, I'm not saying even just a little bit, they're with me. And just about, say, a month ago, I got a letter from Friend of the Court because they know about my new job that I do during the daytime. And they were like, hey, we found out you got a job. We want some money. And I'm like, wait a minute. All these motherfuckers live with me and they're grown. They don't give a fuck about that. They want their money. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't up to their level of payment when they were younger. So now I got it. They want it. So these motherfuckers are taking over $800 a month out of my pay for my kids that live with me and are all over 18. My youngest just turned 18 in January. My sons are 21, and my second son is going to be 23 in fucking April. Somebody needs a nap. Yeah, ain't no doubt about that. So I'm like, these motherfuckers live with me, and y'all taking money away from me, which is taking money away from them. You stupid motherfuckers. They don't care. That is the dumbest shit in the world to me. These motherfuckers that you're taking money from for me to take care of live with me. So what are you doing for them if you're taking it away from me? Stupid. The motherfucking, but they don't care. And my son Taj, he works construction, and this motherfucker, he makes good money. His per hour money is amazing, and it's like, you want me to pay for him? He make more money than most of these grown motherfuckers out here. But you know what? I say, it is what it is. I just have to work harder, where what the law wants for me, I don't miss it. So henceforth, the reason why I put on these shows. So, for one, I can provide, and then we can all live, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I do all these things for y'all, but I also do it for me. Shit. I hear that. You're right. I'm tired. Henceforth, that's why I work so much. Why I'm tired so much, because I'm always working. If I'm not doing what I do during the daytime, I'm trying to throw shows. Y'all don't know, right now, even amongst this purge, I am organizing at least 8 different shows. 8 different shows right now I have on my calendar. You know what I'm saying? And it was initially 3 in April and then 2 every month after that. Now, starting like May, it's going to be like 4 in May, and then month, I got them all knocked down. All the time, I got at least 2 to 3 shows that I'm working on at a time, let alone anything else that just comes up. Whether it's a company calls and like, hey, we need a dancer for this, or hey, this show is coming up, we need an MC for this and that. I do all of these different things. I talk like MCing, I do my radio show, I got my day job, I dance, I'm a full-time dad, which take up all my other digits. This shit is ridiculous, but I love what I do. So I'm going to continue to do it. Now, I appreciate all of you ladies who followed me over the years and, over time and whatnot, and give me opportunities to give y'all feedback like this. When you coming back to Lansing, we were initially supposed to be back in Lansing on April 11th down at Omar's, but because of the purge and this apocalypse right now, they kind of knocked everything down. So when we come to Lansing now, Depends on the owners. I haven't gotten an exact date from them yet. I love coming to Lansing. We always have a good time in Lansing. So I appreciate all y'all down there that, appreciate me. So as soon as I'm able to get that show organized, I'm definitely going to get down there as soon as possible. And I'm going to let y'all know down there, for one, so y'all can help me advertise it. So spread the word. So when are you going to post pics from the Dirty Show? You know what? Fuck it. When I'm not working, I'll post some of those pictures up, because some of them did come back to me. So yeah, I will post some of those up, because man, the Dirty Show, whoo, shit. Oh, the Dirty Show in February was fucking amazing. We had a good damn time, and that's part of the reason why I didn't post some of the shows for the pictures from the Dirty Show, because I wanted people to come to my birthday show, and I felt like if I showed them some of my Dirty Show pictures, they'd have been like, oh, well, we didn't need to see that, or we wanted to see that for your birthday. So I was trying to like save some of that shit just to bait people, like, I don't know if bait was the right term, but fuck it, entice people to come, since they were so close. No, I need you to be at my birthday show so you can see all of this. So I didn't want to give them too much and then them not come. You making me yawn. I didn't know yawns. They say yawns are contagious. Nope, I'm not sucking a dick to save a life tonight because I got a headache. What the fuck? I didn't even say that yet. What the fuck? I wasn't even talking about that yet. What the fuck? You just knew I was going to say suck a dick to save a life. I wasn't even talking about sucking dick at that time, right then. But, I mean, if you want to. But anyway, oh, damn. Hey, I didn't start at that time. Even though I'm not going to discredit that thought. I mean, like, by all means, good dick suckers should always be willing. Stop yawning and making me sleepy. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. 56. Got 4 more minutes. When I yawn, I didn't, how people next to you, when you yawn, you make them yawn. I didn't know it worked over technology. Like if I was to yawn here, wherever y'all at, y'all go. And then y'all yawn on the other side too. That shit is amazing. And yes, I did really just yawn right then, and I just played it off. Anyway. See that? I did that. I did that today. I did it once a long time ago. Initially, the heart was broken. Yep, known you too long, so I got right to the point. Whoa, that's a deep question. You ever thought about going further and doing adult films? I can't say it's never been a thought, but I don't know if I'm built for it. Now, there were 2 male dancers who went from dancing to doing adult films. A guy named 50, he changed his name to Adonis and moved to Texas. 50 did a few adult films. I ain't gonna say he got really big with it, because as far as I know, he only did like a handful of them. I don't know if he didn't get paid what he thought, or it just didn't blow up like he thought, but he only did a few, and it never got anywhere. Another guy, Flex, he did a few adult films. He had moved to Miami, and he was, supposedly filming and doing whatnot, and he ended up moving back to Detroit. So I don't know exactly what didn't work out with him doing that, but they tried it and it came back. Now, as far as me doing it, what? Okay, what? They had no choice but to do that? I think they probably had a choice, bro. I don't know why it didn't work, but they chose to do it, and then they probably chose not to do it. For me, I just don't know if I'm built for it. I don't know if I'm equipped for the adult porn industry. So and then, my focus, sometimes I get distracted easily, because, if something is not, well, I don't know, it depends on what they're paying. Because, cash talking, I listen like a motherfucker. So if they was paying the right thing, I don't know, maybe we might be able to talk about it. But it just never was the kind of thing where I'd pursue it. Now, any other type of acting on movies or films, believe me, that's all I've wanted to do. Man, get me in a movie in front of a camera, I would love to do that. And I know a couple people who've made that jump from male dancing and acting, but it's all because of where they were at. They were able to do it. Like my boy Pleasure that lives in Baltimore. He travels a lot back and forth between New York and Atlanta all the time, and he's doing great with it. You know what I'm saying? Another guy I know lives out in California. He's doing great with it. But I wish regular acting was something I could get into, because I do that shit in a minute. 50 definitely had a choice. That nigga is fucking built like a horse. I remember when you had him in Lansing. I bet you do. Good night, damn. You should do an extra show during this quarantine like you talked about last week. Keep us entertained. Maybe. That's a good idea. I just have to figure out which day I do it. Should I do it on Sunday when I don't work during the day? Do one like Sunday night? Maybe that might be the idea. What y'all think? Should I do a extra stripper show on Sunday night during the quarantine? Do it from like 10 to midnight? What y'all think? As long as I'm catching y'all at the end of the show. Maybe I should have asked that at the beginning of the show. My brother said no. Yeah, I can just hear your voice when you said no. It was very short and to the point. No. Chelsea said yes. Oh man, that was funny. Flex does full body massage and tapping. He does video tapping, so he's tapping people's videos. Yes. Okay, maybe we'll do one Sunday. Like I said, during this quarantine, if we ain't doing shit else, I might as well. So I will possibly do one. So this is what I'll do. If I ain't doing shit else Sunday night, there ain't shit else to do, I'll go ahead and do a live video at 10 o'clock. You could play Black Dracula in a movie. They had an old, I want to say 70s movie called Blackula. And then in like the early 90s, they did Vampire in Brooklyn, which Eddie Murphy did. And it was such a horrible movie. It was kind of good, kind of like a Black Dumber and Dumber. My version would be completely different. But yeah, I think that I could definitely do a Dracula movie. He says you missed videotape. No, I know you meant to say. I don't blame you. I know you have an iPhone. It's okay. So this is what I'm going to do, ladies. It has become 12 o'clock. I am going to sign off for the day. And since nobody feels like sucking a dick to save a life now, everybody's dead. Somebody got to suck a dick to save a life. So who's going to take it? No, I'm just kidding. Don't answer that. Anyway, I want to say goodnight. And I appreciate you all, even though we are in the apocalypse and chill time. We'll all come through this thing together. So stay safe, stay healthy, wash your ass, and then your hands. You see, everybody worry about washing their hands, ain't washing their ass. Some of y'all motherfuckers need to wash your ass and then your hands. I'm just saying. Anyway, again, I'll say if you have questions that you want me to approach next week or even Sunday, send them to my inbox and I will talk about whatever your question or issue is during the week or the next show. So, fuck you and iPhone that. I know what you meant to say, so it's alright. So, every lady, kill Swamp Twat 2020. Where the fuck? I ain't even saying nothing about no Swamp Twat tonight. But, oh no, I did say wash your ass. That's right. In 2020, we are destroying all swamp twat. And I believe swamp twat might have been the originating of this corona rona. So you get rid of the corona rona, you get rid of your swamp twat, or vice versa. Get rid of your swamp twat, there won't be no more corona rona. See what happens with swamp twat? It develops into something else, and now we all stuck here in the house. Can't even have no fun. Some of y'all can't even get none. I think my son just pulled up. So, nope, that wasn't him. Anyway, no more swamp twat 2020. Wash your ass and then your hands, and after that, suck a dick and save a life. Stay quarantined. It's important. That's if you want to live and not get corona.
Messages, new message.
My phone is amazing. And it's not an iPhone. Imagine that. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight, ladies. Thank you so much. Again, I appreciate y'all. And I might do a show Sunday. If enough of y'all get with me and let me know that it's something y'all want, maybe we can make that happen. But hopefully this won't last too much longer. Good night.